Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and today I want to make with you guys this cute little specimen pocket that you could put into your junk journals or keep it out just to have it on its own with some ephemera and stuff in it. And it's got a see-through little specimen little spot right there that is really cute. And you can either put, I'm going to put dried flowers in it, but you could do some pretty papers that you fussy cut out or anything like that. And we'll do some fun little stamping and, or not stamping, but stenciling, and add a little specimen card and stuff to it. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this today. And let's get started here. And I'll show you what we need. And what I'm going to use is a 2-inch hole punch, scissors, and some acetate or some kind of clear packaging or anything like that would work. Just anything, you know, some clear packaging. Stencils, just for fun decorative. A CD case. This is the pocket that we're going to use. It's just a cardboard little CD case. But you can use any kind of pocket that you make or anything like that. Distress oxide, vintage photo, and a dauber. Some clips, little specimen things, just some decorative stuff. Some specimens, some dried flowers, some Faber-Fix glue or Faber-Tac or anything like that. Some, I'm doing permanent black ink and just some peg stamps here. So those are just some of the things that can be incorporated. And like I said, you don't need all of it, you know, just whatever you want to use. Okay, so let's get started here. And I hope you guys are having a crafty day today and getting out all your little specimen stuff you can play with. And we're going to take our 2-inch punch, and I'm just going to line it where I want it. Now, I want to let you know that you don't need a punch. You can either just take a, you know, a spool or anything that's round. You can even take a little glass and draw around it with a pencil or something, and then just take your little X-Acto knife and just do some cutting on a cutting board, you know, preferably, and just cut out your own little circle. However you want to do that. So I'm just lining this up here, and I'm going to press it like this. So I'm just going up as far as I can with it and hoping it's not too crooked. There we go. And we got it. And keep these. These are fun to play with and do another project or, you know, something with. Those are always nice. So we're done with the punch, and it's a little crooked, but you know, it happens. Okay, so now, let's see, you know what? I got another one that's not. That'll drive me nuts. So even if it is crooked, that's fine, but I got one I did earlier that's not crooked. Okay, so I got this, and then we're going to take our little acetate. And I had another piece cut over here. Oh, there it is. It's hard to see. It blends in with my table here. So this is just some plastic, you know, acetate stuff. And what you're going to want to do is when you cut it out, you need to keep in mind the lip at the bottom here. Make sure you guys see here. The little lip at the bottom is pretty close because my punch, that's as far as it'll go. So if you're drawing your own, just do it up a little higher, you know. And, but this still works great. So I just make sure that I know that the acetate's only going to go to here. So when I take my dried flower, and this is just a weed from my garden that I had, and I think they press really cool. They're just really neat. Okay, and you just see where it's going to line up, put it where you want it. And then I know I'm going to cut about here. Okay. So it's going to go right there because I'm lined up with the bottom right here. Okay. And I'm just going to take my Faber-Fix glue. And I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on the back here. And just a little. You don't want it to ooze. I just want it to stay in place. Okay. So you just line it to the bottom there. See where it's going to be. Okay. And you make sure that you're about 1 centimeter on each side, and then, you know, wherever, just as long as you're not in the circle, like you know, you want to be overlapping with the acetate here. And then I'm putting that right in the middle. So there we go. We're all lined up. Move this to the side for a second. And then we're going to need 3 pieces. About this, you know, relatively the same size. They're going to be on the inside, so they're not really going to be seen, but you just want them bigger than that circle is the goal. That is the goal that we're going for. So I'm just going to cut this. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it is clear. Okay, so there, I got 1, 2, and then I'm going to take this one, and maybe this side's better. And we're going to do 3. Okay. So we're going to take this one. So we glued that one down. And we're going to take our glue here and just a bead. You don't want it to do huge seeping out or anything like that. And you don't want it to go into the circle. So you're just going to want to do this. Just a little bead all the way around it, because we're going to encase this in so it doesn't go anywhere. Make sure nothing's on your acetate here, so you're not sticking anything down. Okay, and then just pop this one on top like that. And oh, I thought that was on that's on the outside. And then you're just going to take your fingers here and just lightly, you don't want it to, you know, that's why we didn't put too much glue, because you don't want it pressing and oozing into the visual part of the circle or oozing out. So you're just wanting enough just to tack it down. Just do a light press all the way around here. Okay. And then this is when the little clips come in handy, is just to keep it in place here. So we're going to clip it. We just want a good seal on it. So just take that and we'll move it to the side. Just to move it out of the way, let it dry. Bring this over, and then this one we're going to use later on, the other piece. So I'm just going to set that to the side. Okay? And now let's do some fun decorative stuff. And this is whatever, this part's up to you. Whatever you got, whatever you want to use, however you want to decorate it, and just put it together however you want. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do, and these are just fun little stickers. And I'm sure I got them in a bundle on Amazon. I don't even remember which one I did, but they're fun little stickers that you can just stick down. Okay, so I'm just lining it up. There we go. And I think it's really cool that I like using this on it. The little, oops, not that one, this one. I like using the coffee, like someone, you know, has it on their desk and they're just using it as a coaster, and they're going through all the specimens and seeing which ones goes on each card and stuff, and they're just drinking their coffee or tea and they're just setting it right on here like a coaster. And yeah, so it's all old and grungy, and just, I like that feel with it. So it's kind of fun. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go ahead and just do this. And I'm using the vintage photo here. All right. So just do some fun. And I like to get it up on the, let's get it on the card here. The little specimen area. Because, you know, when someone's not looking, they just set it wherever. It's kind of fun. And I like doing it where it closes. So that's kind of cool. And then I'm just going to go through and add some splats and some more decorative stuff, and I'll do that in the time lapse. Okay, so I got this far. I went ahead and did some stenciling and just some inking around and just made it look a little more grungy. And now I'm going to put on some gloves because I'm going to use permanent ink here. And man, it really does make a mess on my hands. So I'll go ahead and throw these on real quick. And let's do just a fun little specimen number or something, but you don't have to stamp it. You can go ahead and just, you know, write it out in ink or just do, you know, anything you want. However you want to do it. But I think this will be just fun to do. So it's specimen number, and I'll just pop some numbers down. There we go. And voila. Okay. So that's the specimen number. So when they have it in their little file system, they can come check it and pull it out and go, oh, okay. There it is. Those are all the little flowers that we're looking for. And this will be the little sample on the front that they'll know it's that kind of little flowers inside. Okay, so what I want to do is let's go ahead and take, let's do this one first. Okay, and it's just going to pop down in here. We're going to glue it, but this is going to be the back wall of it. Okay, so this is the fun little part here. So we're just going to take it and do some gluing. And like I said, just, you know, just enough to glue it down, not enough to seep through and then it'll close the pocket shut. We don't want that. So just a tad. And we don't want it too deep inside where it shows through the circle where you can see it. Okay, so glue is on this side, and I'm flipping it. And this is the tricky part. I'm opening the pocket here. All right, let's see. And I'm on camera, so we'll see how this works. And you're just gonna pop it in there and just slide it into place. And just make sure you have a little bit on each side. Okay. And there you go. I got a tiny bit of glue showing through, but that's okay. That's okay. You know, that's just kind of adds to the vintage part of it all. So I just went ahead and it's glued on the inside there. Just like that. And I just have it pressed up against the wall in the back. Okay? And it's still a pocket. You just make sure you don't have too much glue seeping out. So there we go. So that's the back part of the pocket. Now, we're going to do the same concept, but we're going to glue the front part and have it stick to the front. Okay? So just a little bit of glue here, and I'll try to go down further with this. Okay. And then just line it up. Just like that. And we're going to do the same thing, but poke it to the front here. So just open up your pocket. And then slide it down. Line it up. And there we go. So then you just have it to the front of the pocket. And then, like I said, just make sure there's not too much glue so it seeps. And you still got a pocket to stick down in there. So that you can see my little fingers. Just like that. Now, if you're worried about it, you could take something like, I got a big clothespin here. And I'm going to just pop this. So I want to make sure it's sealed. So go ahead and rub it down. Make sure it's all sealed. Okay. And then take whatever you have and just kind of just to leave it open. Just enough. It only needs a little bit so it doesn't, you know, stick down together. So there we go. But that's what you could do when you're drying it. And yeah, so we got ourselves some cute little specimen pockets here. And these are great to add to your junk journals, and or just keep them, like I said, just keep them out separate, and you could just take it and put all your, you know, fun little ephemera and stuff in it. Here, let's see. So we could just take some fun little random things here. Just like that. And just some fun little papers. And maybe this is some of the stuff they found, you know, to go with it. And there you go. I mean, how fun is that? You got it where it's showing through on each side, and you still got your little flower in the front there. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational. And yeah, so there you go. I'll line it up like that. So that's super fun. I think they're super fun. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think of them. All right, so I just thought of this for a fun little closure here. I made a couple of them off camera. I made this one with you guys, and that's the back of it, and that's the front of it. But I just want to show you guys real quick. And I did a couple more that I think they need a fun little closure here. So let's use these little magnets. So they're just a high-powered magnet that you can pop down on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my E6000 Fabrifuse. This stuff works really good with metals and plastics and stuff. When you want to glue down. Well, I did way too much. And yeah, so I'm just going to stick it up top here, wherever I want it. Clamp down. Okay. And then you just take the bottom part. Okay, and there we go. I let it sit, and I put it out in the sun just to see if it'll dry faster. And we got a fun little closure now. So it's got a little magnet there and there. And there we go. And just magnet together, just like that. So that's just a fun way to do a little closure on it. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. If you could, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys to see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.